Elevate your mind with SJC.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Elevate by SJC. We had a long vacation. It was about 2 weeks.
Much needed.
Yeah, sometimes you need those stress relievers. Good God. So we had like to take a quick break, come back stronger than ever. We have some great guests to end season one. Probably a couple more episodes left. So we appreciate you. Tony, you dressed up. You got a date tonight?
You know what? My boo don't take me out, so no.
Okay, I'll make sure your boo take away that massage that he just bought.
My inbox probably about to be jumping. Like,
anyway,
I'm
not even going to start with you. You know, we got to keep our intro short because, somebody. I know somebody. I ain't going to say her name. But anyway, we have a great special guest, my dentist, a lot of people's dentist. We have Dr. Teneshia Daniels. I'm going to bring her on in. I'm so excited. Hope she's ready to come on in. What's up, Dr. Daniels? I'm good. My teeth hurting, but I'm
Don't tell
getting
me
there.
That.
We appreciate you being part of the show. We know, you're busy. We see you in the car. I was like, the car? But you know what?
Gotta get it done.
Mommy and dentistry. I gotta leave work, get kids, be mommy mode.
We understand. So respect that. I just really appreciate you. Me and Tony appreciate you being a part of the show, especially, our first guest. Oh, anytime. Especially being our first guest after our 2-week break, our 2-week hiatus. But we're going to most definitely get into it. We're all busy. We got our own things going on. But we're going to jump right into it. Our Exit 30 segment sponsored by Hawt, Wicks, and Scents. Miss Tony has some dope candles that's going to be on the website when?
Right now. So when they listen to the episode, it's 5 new scents that have been released. So you guys will be able to partake in that. I'm thinking about doing something special. So if y'all follow me on Instagram, I may or may not tomorrow post some type of coupon code. So look out. It's at Hawt Wicks on Instagram.
Y'all hear Hawt Wicks. So I think Halloween's in a couple of days, 3 or 4 days. I don't even keep up with that. Yeah, so it's crazy. I know it's COVID real, so I know a lot of different things changing this year. So kind of want to talk about, it was been in my mind, but me and Tony been going back and forth. And of course, Dr. Daniels, we want your expertise. How do you feel about, your kids going trick-or-treating and also eating candy as well?
Oh, do as I say, not as I do.
So you eat candy?
Yes, my kids will definitely be partaking in candy. We try to ration it out, so we're literally like next October still having the same candy from this Halloween.
Oh, come on!
Because I made them a piece a day. But no, they won't be doing. So my kids are young. I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. So we're not going to do the door to door, but we've never done that. We typically will do the trunk or treat at church, or we'll do it at A&M. But I don't think we're doing any of that. They're having like a little harvest party at school, so they're going to get crazy candy from there. And now I'm going from 1 basket of candy to times 2 because now my son will be partaking. So it's going to be candy galore. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to keep the cavities away.
I'm totally opposite. I'm opposite. Tony, how you feel about candy and?
we're not going trick or treating. Like that's like out of question. But I just today decided that I'm gonna try to get like our little core group of kids together and do like a fall festival at my house, and then be done by the time football come on.
So that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So we're gonna see how that works out. I need all these parents to participate though.
Yeah. And them are not playing, so roll time. The game come on at 6:00. So yeah, make sure that's real fast in a hurry. Right. Candy. I don't eat candy. Do I eat candy a lot?
Sir.
I don't eat candy.
Really?
I'm very perfect. I don't eat candy.
But Dr. Daniels is not. My favorite candy is the sugar of the sugariest candy corn. I will eat bags and bags of candy corn.
Really?
Oh yes. October, I'm having a bag a week almost.
I never have been a candy corn fan ever.
Houston loves candy corn.
Ever.
I'm like a chocolate person. I'm a chocolate and a caramel person. We're gonna be packing all that candy corn up.
I do eat candy. I'll probably eat candy for about a couple weeks, then I'll stop and I'll eat again. It's hard just not to eat candy. I'm not. But yeah, I guess the whole thing as far as trick or treating, I've never been So we used to go trick or treat back in my hometown, in the mall, right, all the time.
We did too.
Really, and like I know last year Huntsville had like they had that, but this year, and then we went to that. What was that place? The police department did
Went
implement.
to the haunted house,
Yeah,
which it was really fun. We had
yeah,
a
it was
really
real
good
dope.
time.
Yeah, so this year, all the things going on. Of course, we can't do it, but
Yeah.
Tony is sponsoring. Hot Wicks is sponsoring. Trunk or treat.
You
Hit her
not.
inbox.
She's she's not. Don't confuse these people. She's not.
Yeah. But no, I think that's dope what you're doing though. As far because you got to get um, you got to finesse it this year. You got to get
Yeah, get
change the
creative.
one.
Yeah.
Very creative. Yeah. So, but my advice to people, do what's best for you and your family, but I would stay home and do
Inspect
something.
everything. I mean, like
Yeah.
you normally should do that
Yes.
anyway, but just like if you are doing that, take the extra precaution to make sure your child is protected and you protected.
Don't be like Deborah, because she'll every piece of candy she'll wipe off.
No, your
Oh,
mama,
yes.
listen, don't let them ring her doorbell because she's gonna be giving out wet wipes and
Oh. Hey, what's that one year she said she didn't give out candy, she gave out
like granola bars or
a
something.
granola bar. So yeah, this year she'll be giving lights out wipes, paper towel with tissue. So yeah, don't hit up my mom because she most definitely will show out.
Yeah. A lot of people though are like putting bowls of candy by the driveway with tongues, and they can like just get.
Oh, that's yeah. I ain't think of nothing about that. Yeah, somebody need to do that in
a
that
lot
little
of
fence.
neighborhoods are doing that.
Oh, we could probably do that if
Yeah.
somebody come on this
Or
road.
just put it at the front door or whatever. Just I think
Yeah.
Oh, but you know what? We've been in here with this house 4 years, and we probably had like one trick or treater.
Nobody ever, but it's no kids that stay on this road. They stay
Yeah,
the road over, so they don't even hit.
and we keep our lights off.
Yeah, I was
Right.
gonna say, I'm like, no, I don't want
Wait,
no light. You can't come
But
out.
it was one thing last year before. Some dude came up after we got home, and he just ran away or something. I saw him through the Ring camera, and he just rung the doorbell. I think I told him we didn't have no candy. He just walked away. So
He
yeah,
probably was scared.
he'll be all right. I don't believe in trick
We're
or
not doing
treaters.
it.
Go to the dentist. Anyway, we're gonna jump right into it. Like I said, Dr. Daniels is a great dentist. She was my dentist for about 5 years, 6 years, I believe.
Yes.
Every time they call me, I don't want to go. I be want to cancel because I don't. Woo, I do not like going to the dentist. But let's talk about being a dentist. Like, what made you want to be a dentist?
Well, I really, at first, I thought I was going to go to medical school. Like, I was all about medical school. My mom and my dad, that was their biggest thing. Oh, you're going to medical school. And I went to one of the best HBCUs, Tennessee State University.
Hold on, time out.
Yes, TSU.
Woo,
and
gonna
I
let
had
you live.
so many friends that were interested in dentistry, and I'm like, why? So I did a few summer programs, my freshman year, sophomore year, junior year. And by my senior year, I decided to do dentistry versus medicine.
Really?
And I did not tell my parents. I went on regular interviews. They thought I was going to Meharry to interview for medical school. I was like, yeah, I'm going to my interview. Got accepted. They thought I got accepted into medical school. Great opportunity for me. And then when it came to the white coat, they realized I was in
So you went through the whole time, and they thought that you were on a different track. That's so
Oh yeah,
funny.
they thought I was on a different track.
I can't
so
believe
funny.
you.
That's amazing that you kept that from them. Like,
Yeah, because I didn't. It wasn't that they would be disappointed. It was just, it was okay. We're sending you off to college. You always wanted to, be a medical doctor. You never mentioned dentistry. And then when I, came up with this whole dental thing, they were like, huh? But I mean, they were super excited. I just didn't feel like medical was for me. I knew at some point, I've always been a planner. I knew at some point I wanted to have a family. I wanted a 9 to 5. I wanted something that was flexible. And I did a summer program at Yale, and they put me like in the ER. I was on call every night.
Ooh.
And I was like, I can't do this.
I don't like
even
doing
though-
all that. No, that's
I'm like, I need my sleep. So I just couldn't do it. And dentistry has just been a really good thing for me, especially being a female, having kids, having a husband that stays super busy. It's very flexible. I can take care of my patients and take care of my family. I do have a lot of friends that are, still went the medical route, working
Right.
the ER, some are OBGYNs, and their schedules are just really crazy. And so I need a lot of consistency. So this has been the best decision that I ever made.
Well, that's good. Yeah, your wait times are problem. No, your wait times are real. Like 30 seconds, I'm in there.
Oh,
In it.
I don't like for people to wait. And and my husband's like, it's not always about you and how you see things, but I figure if I don't want, if I go somewhere, I don't want to wait. I don't want my patients waiting.
Yeah.
The same customer service I want to get, that's what I want to give to my patients.
Yeah, because customer service it don't exist like it used to. So like when you come in there, it's nice. Check your temperature, especially with COVID. They talk to you. It's like So I expect that, and
Yes.
Premier does that for me.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you should. Did y'all say where her dentistry is? Where the practice
Oh
is?
yeah. So tell us about Premier.
Well, Premier Dental is located off 5045 Memorial Parkway. We're right there off the corner of Winchester and North Parkway by the Bojangles. So we're right next to Bentley's Animal Hospital and Bojangles up the Parkway. And we're open Monday through Thursday. Yes. And we open from 8 to 4:30. We also have a spa in our office. So our dental office is a little bit different. Of course, when you see the word spa, you're thinking, okay, it's just a nice, soothing environment. But we actually have 2 estheticians, and they provide services like body waxing, facials.
Oh, really?
I do a lot of Botox. I do a lot of lip fillers. I do a lot of face fillers. Just a lot of facial aesthetics and cosmetic dentistry. That's basically what we're known for.
What made you get into that? The spa thing. I go to dental. I'm thinking about my teeth, not like everything else.
I know. Well, I mean, the thing is, as I started doing so many cosmetic cases, it was, after that, oh, well, now that I got my teeth beautiful, I need to get my skin right. I need to do this. I need to do that. I had older patients. Oh, I want to get rid of these wrinkles. So I really started doing Botox, really just for migraines, TMJ issues. But then I started seeing a influx of patients wanting cosmetic Botox.
Oh,
So
really?
I decided to get more certifications, doing more fillers. So a lot of patients, when they do full mouth reconstruction, now they want to do Botox, they want to do facials, they want to, do waxing. And so we just keep everything in-house. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop.
That's great, because you don't have to worry about like going out, and they already trust you.
Mm-hmm.
So that is that. I mean, the next gift card you decide to get, go ahead and hook me up. Okay.
Oh,
thank you.
Well, you better go to premierdentalspa.com and purchase. No, no, I got you, babe. I got you. But so let me ask, because I was, I do a lot of research, and I see that there's not a lot of African American women and men in the dental, profession. So, like, what do you see that as far as like why is there a lack of? Is it because of schooling, or what could it be?
Well, the ADA did a report last year, 2019, and roughly there's about 200,000, if we round it off, about 200,000 dentists in the U.S.
Right, I seen that.
Approximately 3.8%. So let's
3.8. I had it written down. Go ahead.
Yes, 3.8% are African Americans, and only 1.8% of that number is female. So we're looking at about maybe 3,600 black female dentists
in the U.S.
In the
Wow.
U.S. And approximately 47% of African American dentists are produced from Howard and Meharry. There are 67 dental schools in this country, and 2 of them are African American, predominantly, HBCUs.
Right.
And we basically produce most of the dentists in the country. Meharry alone is 47%.
Do you think that it's a lack of kids knowing their options, or like the route to take to become a dentist, or like what advice would you give?
And I am a lot of the students at A&M, and even I have kids from UAB, even high school students just around Huntsville that come and shadow us all the time. They just need exposure. It's just a lack of exposure.
Yeah.
Not growing up seeing, a black dentist or your doctor being black. You don't really know that that's an option for you. You don't know the route to take at school. A lot of times we're not advised like we should be.
Mhm.
Right. That's
It's
true.
kind of like, we're guiding ourselves. HBCUs give us amazing opportunities. They push us to be great. I have one friend that went to a predominantly white dental school, and she always wanted to specialize. And her biggest thing was, why did you, how were you so great in dentistry, X, Y, and Z? I told her, I said, because I never had anybody to tell me that I couldn't do something, you
Right.
know? And she told me that was the only thing she would hear. Oh, you want to specialize in ortho or be an oral surgeon? It's so competitive. It's so hard. We never heard that at Meharry. It's like, this is what you need to do. This is your track you need to take. Do it.
Right.
So I think, the household has a lot to do with it. A lot of people, even now, people are just now first generation pulling their families out of poverty.
Yeah.
You have students at A&M and other HBCUs, that are first generation graduates. So it's really just lack of exposure. I'm from a small town, Toomsuba, Mississippi. Nobody's ever heard of it.
Ooh, yeah. I look. I ain't never.
There's
Y'all
one
population is
exit.
8.
Yes, there's one exit, but I will say, my mom was all about education and all about exposure. I was in 4-H, every summer she sent
Oh
me
yeah, I
off
remember.
somewhere. When
Right.
I was 16, she sent me to Xavier in New Orleans for 6 weeks by myself. But that was something that she had to do in order to get me
Get you exposed.
exposed.
Yeah, that's true.
Not just around kids that looked like me at the school that I was attending, but other kids that looked like me that wanted to do things that I wanted to do. And we
Right.
still develop friendships. A lot of them went off to medical school, dental school. I wanted to be like them. So that
Right.
was really, my focus was I got to be around people that are like-minded, and it's really about exposure. That's what I do with the kids at A&M that come shadow me. Like, I try to expose them to the good, the bad, the great. They just want to make a quick dollar, but you got to have a passion for what
Right.
we do in order to be successful.
So you
Did
get a
you?
lot of. Go
Oh,
ahead. Go ahead, Tony.
I was gonna say, did you always know that you wanted to have your own practice, or was it something that you decided after
It was
going
after
through the
the
process?
fact. Yeah. So I worked in kind of like a healthcare facility, federally funded facility, a lookalike. And, I was able to help hire staff, build this practice. And at the time, Anthony and I, we were dating, and he was like, you work so hard, you do so much, you can do this for yourself. And I'm like, nah, no way. I'm not ready. I just got out of dental school yesterday. I'm not ready. And
Right.
he was like, no, you are. And so, I contribute me having this practice to my husband, because I would have never thought to step out, and do what we're doing now if it wasn't for him. Like,
So y'all
he was,
elevated together.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
And that we did. We were not engaged. We were just dating. We found a building. We went into this journey together. He did handle the marketing. He handled all the and he still does. He handles all of the business aspects of Premier, and I like just being the dentist. But we do this thing together.
Right.
Now we have 2 kids. We're trying to leave legacies, and even though he's not the dentist, he's really the brains behind a lot of things that we do at Premier.
Yeah, just like I'm the brains of Hot Wicks and Sense. I feel you. Yeah, I feel it.
I'm gonna let you have your shine.
Do you do you have a lot of students come from A&M that come over there and shadow?
All the time. I even have a few kids that are at UAB but are from Huntsville that'll come home, for a break, and they want to come in and they shadow. And some of them stay weeks at a time. We had one student from A&M. She stayed the entire summer, and she actually got into dental school. I wrote her letter of recommendation. It's all about mentorships too. You got to have a mentor that looks like you, that understands you, that can be transparent and just not sell you a bunch of whatever.
What's your
This is
youngest?
what it is.
What's your youngest that you'll accept as a shadow?
Anybody.
Just make sure they don't work on my teeth though. You work on my teeth. For real.
And that's the thing for a lot of dental, a lot of students that are interested in dentistry. Dental school is so non-traditional. In my class, I had a lot of engineers that decided they wanted to change careers. We had a lot of hygienists that had been practicing for years. The average dental student may have been a year out of undergrad, maybe.
Oh, that's
I
crazy.
think out of 65 students, we had maybe 2 or 3 students coming straight out of undergrad into grad school. So it's very non-traditional.
How long did it take you to complete your degree?
So I did 4 years of undergrad at Tennessee State University.
Oh, you said that one more time. I was going to cut this interview short.
Then I did 4 years at Meharry, and then I did 1 year of residency.
Oh, that's not bad then. That's really
so
not
looking at
bad.
9 years, and it goes by super fast.
Woo.
Yeah, that's
9
not.
years.
That's not bad at all. The crazy thing you said about the exposure and people really seeing, like, black dentists. We had did an episode on black teachers, right? And one of the segments we're talking about black male teachers, and the best HBCU, Alabama A&M University. Now they have go Bulldogs. They actually, now we're talking about the lack of black male teachers, right? And so now A&M has a program where if you decide to be a teacher that's a black male, they will give you 2 years of free tuition.
Oh,
And
that's awesome.
that's after we aired our episode. I'm not saying we had something to do with it.
It may have swayed it. Yeah.
We may have, but you know what I'm saying? So that's yeah. So I don't know, maybe it has something to do with it, but which is amazing, like that happened, right? So and hopefully a lot of black males go in and become a teacher. And hopefully I'm gonna have some on the podcast later on. But I do want to, because I go in there, right? Do you have majority of your patients, are they African American, or do you have a different mix?
I have a really good mix.
Oh, really?
I know that's shocking. But yes, we have a very good mix. African Americans, white, Hispanics, a really good mix of patients. That's really why I try to keep the staff as diverse too.
Yeah.
But even though we're on the north side,
North side.
Yeah, people come where they feel comfortable.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And where they like to be and where they get good service. But we have a really good mix of patients.
Did you your business take a hit during COVID? How has COVID affected your business?
All dental offices, we were mandated to close, so we were closed for like 2.5 months.
Yeah, I kept calling voicemail. I know.
We tried to do some emergencies.
I know.
But yeah, so we were closed for 2.5 months. So that in itself was a hit. And then, still now people don't really want to come in to the dental practice, even though we are probably, I feel safer in my practice seeing patients in people's mouths all day than I do going into the grocery store, just because dentistry, we've been the forefront of infection control since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Cleaning instruments, cleaning our facilities, making sure that we're taking care of our patients safely, for our purpose as well as the next patient. We have air purifiers in the office now. We use different devices that we put in patients' mouths to keep the aerosols low. We disinfect. Oh my God, they're in there wiping and cleaning every 5 to 10 minutes. We're taking temperatures. We're doing screenings of every patient. And we haven't had any exposure in our practice.
That's good.
And I just feel, I have 2 babies at home. So, even if you think you may be sniffling, don't come into
Don't come to my office.
You can't.
That's
come.
real.
And I've heard of a lot of different dental offices that have kind of calmed down on the precautions, but at this point, it's more important now than ever.
Yeah.
Even though we're learning to maneuver this new normal and live this new life, we still can't be relaxed, because it just takes one slip of a touch, a cough, a sneeze, not putting on your mask, not putting on a shield, not wiping down a surface. And that could be our full business. And I could blow your nose at night knowing that, I contributed to the spread of the virus.
That's true. Yeah, because my mom was crazy, because last night she was like, "Does Dr. Daniels make sure you use peroxide?" So got in there this morning, man. I said, "Was that peroxide?" The girl was like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh my God, my mouth was hurting."
Patients' mouths. Yeah, we're not playing.
That's good.
We have to be safe. Our primary focus is for our patients, but everybody in that office, we have elderly parents, kids at home, immunocompromised spouses, etc. So we really, we're really staying on top of the infection control.
Yeah, I feel safe when I come in there. Like y'all said, I do the screening, the temperature,
Oh
everything.
yeah,
I
you
feel
can't come through the
completely.
door. No,
Yeah,
no.
I already know.
The door is locked. You cannot come in
Oh,
on
I
your
already know.
own.
The girl said, excuse me, let me walk you to the door because I have to lock it behind you.
Oh yeah, we don't even let patients touch anything. Like walk
That's
in with your
crazy.
hands in your pockets. You can't touch the doors. You can't touch the chairs.
It's real.
Absolutely.
No, it's very appreciated. Especially like you go into a business, you want to make sure like
Yeah.
they're being precautious with everything. So it's most definitely appreciated, and hope more businesses are doing the same as well. Because a lot of people have lax. Like, I'm in
A
Walmart,
lot of
they
people.
they ain't got the stickers on the floor no more. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
Yeah, they only got the what it said like go this way, don't go this way. They took all that
Yeah.
down. It's like it don't exist no more.
They're
So
like whatever.
it's crazy.
Go
But
in
They
look,
both
don't even
doors,
let.
whatever.
That's
I was on that
crazy.
I was on that plane though the other day. They ain't playing. Look,
Oh yeah.
American Airlines said you will not
Yeah.
come on this plane if you don't have that mask on. So,
Yeah.
like I say, it's like 50-50. Place you go, they do. Some places you don't. So, um, but like I said, it's glad to see black women in dentistry, right? Um, I grew up with a white male dentist, and I didn't,
Mhm.
like I said, when
I
I got
did
to
too.
Huntsville, he was my first dentist. Being a female, being black is most definitely appreciated. And like I said, it's all about exposure. So hopefully, with this episode, is more exposure and more black male women and men will see
Mhm.
that hey, this is something for me. So
Yes, and
yeah,
we welcome. Right now we haven't been allowing people to come in just because
right,
I don't like a lot of people in the office trying to make sure we're still social distancing. But definitely when things calm down, we welcome, anybody to come in and shadow, even if you think you may be interested in dentistry, I'm able to talk. I have kids that have one girl from A&M graduated. She drove all the way from Montgomery just for us to sit down and have a talk.
oh, that's what's
And she
up.
messages me on a regular. I'm trying to help her find good study habits on getting, good score on the DAT, just things like that. Like I really want to see, a lot more of us,
Yeah.
more representation, more African American males and females in the profession because it's very rewarding and we just need, you know, people to treat us.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, most definitely, most definitely. So we're gonna take a quick break, real quick. We're gonna go to our "Say It with Your Chest" segment. We know some people may have to be politically correct on this segment, but we most definitely understand. And this segment is sponsored by Crawford Essentials. If you need Lysol wipes, if you need what else my mama say? You need the
Microban,
microban, whatever you need to
disinfectants.
get that COVID off you, hit up Crawford Essentials. Deborah Crawford, she has all the essential needs that you need. And Mama, stop sending stuff. We are good. We're COVID safe up here.
Right.
Thank you. So, say it with your chest segment. I'm gonna let you start, Tony, and I'm gonna go last.
Oh, why do you always do it with me starting?
Cause like I was just thinking, like somebody, this Uber driver made me mad, but I'm gonna let you go, and then we go to Teneshia, and then we gonna finish up with me.
I, you know, nobody has really gotten on my nerves this week. You might need to give yourself a pat on the back.
Who you talking to? I'm good, bro. I don't never get in your nerves. I'm good.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nothing.
I don't know. Because I
Nope.
got to be political. Cause what I really want to say has to do with my business, and I'm not going to do that to myself. So,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I'm going to pass this week.
Okay. Okay. Dr. Dan, you have anything that's on your
I
chest?
really don't. I've had an amazing week, even though
That's
today is just Tuesday. Kids have been waking up on time. Staff been doing great. Patients have been compliant.
okay. Well, guess what? I got something on my chest I got to get off of. So, Uber drivers. Like I was on this Uber, went to this rooftop bar on, was it Saturday in Chicago? And my thing is, like, I got to tip you at the end, right? So I expect a safe, smooth drive. This guy, I don't know what was going on in his head. Like he was hitting curves left and right, like left and right. It's five of us in his I think he had a minivan. hitting left and right. He was like cussing softly, but cussing out loud,
Oh,
trying to find like a different route. I'm like, why are you rushing? So as soon as we get out the car, that thing, because of how many stars, I pressed skip. It said tip, no tip. Let's move on. So Uber drivers, when I'm in the car, make sure you understand I'm precious cargo to this world. Okay. So make sure that you understand that when you drop me off, I gotta leave you a tip. And if it is not a safe trip, I'm not gonna tip you at all. I don't
I
know how you
agree.
got 4.9 stars. Doesn't make sense.
Now,
I don't know.
can I tell a story about Uber? Because I never take
Uh,
Uber unless I'm with you.
Go ahead.
But let's just talk about how funny it was that like I got in the Uber and I'm speaking to this guy. I'm like, oh hey, how you doing? You know, and he's like, fine. And he like I thought he was so rude. So I wanted to text him, be like, why is he acting like that? And then we get out of the car and Sam I put no talking.
I want to talk to you. I'm good. We got mask on. We good. Keep driving to our destination. Let's move on.
It was like 30 minutes of pure silence. And I was just like, this is not, I mean,
But look, that girl that was in Nashville though,
she
boy,
talked her
she
head
talked the
off.
whole way. She was like, "Oh yeah," and this and that. I'm like, bro, I don't want to talk. It's 11:30 at night. I'm trying to get to my car.
Yeah, she did
Like,
talk her head off.
she talked the whole way. I was like, oh my God, please, we're almost at the house. I was just looking at my
Yes.
phone. We're almost there. We almost there. Yeah, have a great night. So yeah, like Uber is. We have good rides. We have bad rides. But shout out to Uber. I'm going to use you forever. But just make sure Uber drivers. I don't know how you got a 4.9, but I'm not going to rate you that, and I'm not going to give you no tip if you don't do me right while I'm in your car. Anyway, so we're going to finish up with the last segment here. We're going to talk about how to plan to elevate and how we can get more women in the dentistry field. So, Dr. Daniels, what's your next move? Like, how do you plan to elevate?
Well, of course, just continuing to, be as open and transparent as I possibly can. Anyone that calls the office, feel free to come in, shadow. I love talking to different groups. I've talked to groups out of DC and Huntsville, just inspiring, young women and men. Because I was just like them at one point, coming from a single parent home, small town in Mississippi. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And I think the main thing is just staying focused, being consistent, and not listening to naysayers, because
Absolutely.
they're there all the time. And just staying committed to your goal. Like I said, I've always been a planner. I've always written down my goal. Step 1,
Organized
step 2,
planner.
step 3. And I'm like that to this day. I feel like I've gotten a little relaxed because my husband is here and he kind of picks up the slack for me for a lot. He's like, but it's good to have somebody that you can lean on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Women.
Yes, lean on me. So I just, just continue to do what we're doing, and just invite anybody. Because I love talking about dentistry. I love talking about my life. I love talking about my upbringing.
You need to do a dentist podcast. That'll be dope.
You know what? I should.
Yeah.
This is my first podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can't say what I want to say.
But look, y'all, if y'all can't see Dr. Daniel, she's in her car. She can turn her light on. Maybe, you can see her. Look. Oh, there we go. Okay, we back. Yeah, dentistry. You good. Yeah, dentistry podcast. Because, like, honestly, like, we need people of color to, people. I don't know, right? People don't brush their teeth every day. I'm not sure, or they don't go get Invisalign. They don't know, if braces is good for them. So that may be something that's in your future. I think you and Anthony.
Well, on the track of that, what's your tips for good hygiene, dental hygiene?
Definitely brushing and flossing. Flossing is one of the most important things. People are like, oh, my breath smells. I brush my teeth all the time. But if you don't floss, it's kind of like anything that you ate last week, it's still there in your mouth, harvested.
Oh my God. I'll be preaching and Kirsten.
Yes. You got to floss. Of course, people are, I just rinse. I have some patients that don't brush. Every 6 months, like, I didn't brush since the last time I was here. This is
get out. Come on, get out of here.
No, I promise to God, this is real talk.
Oh my God. The things I want to say.
Do not understand that it's like, okay, I tell you need a filling. I'll get it
Mm-hmm.
later. I tell you need a root canal. I get it later. But if the doctor tells you you have cancer, when can I start chemo and radiation? When can I start treatment?
Right. That's
Today.
real.
You know,
Yeah.
because you think that it's life and death when dentistry is life and death too. You get infection in your mouth, your blood vessels, your blood
Oh
vessels come
man.
from your mouth, go straight to your heart, into your brain. Kids
Hmm.
die every day from dental abscess. People get hospitalized every day from dental issues. People are in the emergency room every day, all day, due to a cracked tooth or a filling that turned into a root canal, or a root canal that broke and now you got a complete abscess. So if people can treat dentistry like they treat cancer,
I was just about to say that.
things would be much better. And
Yeah.
don't always think that your dentist is trying to get over on you.
Right.
Because we took an oath, we took a vow to do no harm. And if I say you need a filling, you need a filling.
Right.
If a doctor says you have a tumor, were you able to read that?
I think her camera went out. It's cool. We're gonna get her back on.
Or
I break them up.
that
Did you?
MRI, like, were you able to? I can see you guys.
Oh yeah, you good. I think it broke. I think it was like freezing up a little bit. You good?
Oh, okay.
There you go. You back.
Okay. But yeah, it's like you have to go to someone who you trust. And of course, trust comes with time. But you have to also read your body. You know, when you have buildup, that's not normal.
Right.
When you have, odor in your mouth, that's not normal. Things can be systemic. A lot of times I've diagnosed, patients with oral cancer and they didn't know.
Mm.
Because it was a spot that was on the tongue or underneath the tongue or on the side of the cheek. So it's good to just go to your dentist on a regular appointment every 6 months anyway, just to get that evaluation.
That's true what you said, because I was thinking like, yes, I do brush my teeth, okay, every day, sometimes twice, sometimes three times. I do floss, right? But you know, just thinking about when I first came to you or I went to my old dentist, I hated going in there because I don't want nobody touching my teeth. I
Yeah.
don't want you doing that thing you do and suck up. I just dread going, But
Yes.
like getting comfortable going to Premier Dental. Look, I'm being biased, guys. She's my dentist, so. But just going there, like I feel comfortable, right? Like the day I'm like, I really don't want to go. I'm tired, but I'm like, okay, I went. Took about 30 minutes. I was good to go, right?
Yeah.
And you've always gave like the right. Information to me that I was like, okay, she's not lying. She's not trying to get a dollar out of
Yeah.
me. I got the Invisalign in. I said I was gonna get it 2 years ago, but I was just finally there, right? So you always
Mm-hmm.
gave the right information to me. So I think it's most definitely trusting your dentist because, like you said, people don't look. I'm around people. Well, before COVID, you don't brush. They don't even gargle. So look, so I'm just hoping that like you said, treating dentistry like we treat, medical. Like you said, people are like, oh, I got cancer. Oh, what I gotta do? What I gotta do? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Versus dentist, I'll get it in 6 more months. 'Cause I used to be that
Yes.
same person. I remember I got
Mm-hmm.
that deep cleaning. Yeah, 6 more months, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
And then 6 more months after that, we'll keep putting it off. So
Mm-hmm.
how do we change that though?
It's all about education, like, and just teaching people, showing people. I think now dentistry is turning into a social thing. You know, um, different memes. People are, making jokes about how somebody may be missing a tooth or the
Mm-hmm.
buildup. Like, it's a social thing. Like, everything is ran by social media, Instagram and Facebook. So you get an influx of people now coming in just because they don't want to be that person.
Definitely
Yeah.
not getting caught.
Yeah.
Don't make me a meme,
Facts.
please.
Yeah,
Facts.
they don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
And I get it. We're not, and my patients know I'm not here to judge. I'm just going to tell you the truth, the honest truth. I just want to help you. And we don't have to do everything all at once. Like you just said, we talked about your Invisalign 2 years ago. But it wasn't something that we were pushing on you. This is just
Right.
something, as the years go by, you start seeing how your teeth are shifting, how things happen, how things change year after year. As we get older, your teeth will shift. The complexion of your teeth will change. And these are things that we have to change, or we have to move with the change. So I think people just don't want to be that person. You know,
They don't. They
and
don't.
then to be honest with you, the mask is getting people in too, because they did not
Ooh.
know at first.
Oh my God.
They did not know.
Covering that breath. Ooh, hey, you like, oh
I
yeah.
can't imagine
It's some
how it
thinking.
would be.
It's
Oh my goodness.
some breaths in the U.S. Okay, that's why they want no
But
mandated mask order.
we're here to help. Like, you know, we are definitely here to help. All
That's
that
good.
is, I mean, everything in dentistry is reversible. You know, a lot of people are like, I don't want to get my tooth pulled. I don't want to part from my tooth. Anything that we take out, we can always put something in.
Oh, that's good to know.
And things look so natural. You know,
They do.
implants are amazing. Veneers are amazing. Crown and bridge is amazing. And it's all natural. Nobody ever knows.
So I had a gap up in how long have I had? I can't even remember. It's probably been like 5 years ish. I don't even know. Yeah, it's probably been about 5
About
years.
5. Yeah,
Yeah,
about
it's been
5.
about 5. So I had a gap. It runs in my family. I didn't want my gap completely closed because that's, you know, something that's an identifier. So I kept, you know, a part of me still there. But I got my teeth done because I'm like, I mean, they wasn't bad beforehand, but you're right. Like the social media, you don't want to have, especially like if you're in the spotlight, you don't want to have that as something that people can take and run with, right? So, and it does look really natural. Like, I mean,
yeah,
it looks really natural. I don't know. It's so. I don't know. Dentistry is definitely different
Yeah,
than what,
you
because
know
I
what's
never thought growing up that I would close my gap, but I got to the
you
age where I
did.
was like, I'm gonna close it.
But you know what's crazy? Why all dentists have white teeth and straight teeth? Like yours is like
Well,
pearly white.
they're a billboard.
Yeah, but
yes.
Yeah.
Would you come to me if I didn't?
no, I'll be like, how you gonna recommend me? And you got like 3 or 4 missing. So nah. But no, I most definitely wouldn't come to you. So, but I always had a question like, man, every dentist I go to, they have white teeth and it's straight.
Yes.
So why do you? Let me ask: do you recommend like Invisalign over braces, or it just depends on the person?
It just depends on the person. You know, if they need a drastic change, you know, contingent upon their bite, um, then I would say traditional braces. But even Invisalign has evolved so much now that they're really taking the place of traditional braces, brackets, and wires.
Yeah, I was going to say because like I remember the first day I had them on. Oh my god, I did not want to eat. I didn't want to talk. But now, as I'm talking, I remember if you go back like 3 or 4 episodes, I was like, ugh. But now it's like I don't even feel them right now. You know what I'm saying? So
I
it's
had
doing
Pete's
good.
for like the first 3 days. He couldn't say anything. I was like, oh,
Like,
you can't do what?
I was like, I don't even want to talk to you right now. I don't even want to joke with you. I don't do nothing because right now I'm in a different world and my head is hurting. And I just don't want to talk to nobody.
Yes.
So what? So as far as Premier Dental, like, what do you see? I know actually, how do you plan to elevate? Where's Premier Dental going in the future? You feel like a bigger building, elevating somewhere else, like more dental
Well,
staff?
you know, we may have some things coming about soon. So just of course keep on the lookout. We
Okay.
always like to you know, stay ahead of the curve when it comes to dentistry, stay ahead of all technology. Just continue to evolve, you know. We never want to be left behind. I don't want to be that
Evolve or
dentist.
elevate?
Both. Elevate. But you know, I never want to be that dentist that just gets complacent with what I'm doing. You know, I am always doing CE courses, going to get different trainings. You know, I go to New York at least 2 or 3 times a year, working on, you know, my cosmetic certifications. I just always want to I want to be that dentist that is always, you know, on top of dentistry. You know, I never want to get into that position where I'm like, okay, I'm good at doing what I'm doing. You know, new technology's coming around and I'm not taking advantage of it, not knowing it. I just don't want to be that dentist. I don't want to end up you know, having my office looking the same it did when I first opened. You know,
Oh yeah,
even
it's
now,
totally
you
different.
know, it's totally different.
Totally
Yeah,
different.
we've changed. We've changed our business model. We've changed our branding 3 or 4 times. You know, I've added so many. I started when I came out of dental school, just filling and extractions and simple crowns. Now we're doing implants, Botox, fillers, then even adding another whole different profession into dentistry. So I just want to continue to do that, you know, and hopefully bring some other young dentists on board too, and train them to be great, and just keep it going. My kids may or may not want to, be dentists,
Right.
but at least while I'm here on Earth, I'm definitely contributing to someone. You know.
Well, that's good. And the thing I like how you open what Monday through Thursday,
Hmm.
setting your own hours because you got your own business. I was just open on Friday, please. But nah, it's respect.
And we will be opening back up on Friday. We used to be open on Friday.
Yeah, I remember.
But yeah, we'll definitely be expanding our hours.
That's good. That's good. Miss Tony, you got any question for Doc? I'm sorry, Doctor. You can't call it Teneshia. You know, folks with them titles, boy. They get them titles. They be like, I went to school for this. It's Doctor.
She
Okay.
earned
Now that
that.
is not me.
No, you never had said it to me. So most people, I am Doctor So and So. No, you're so who I call you. But nah, you never been that way. Go ahead, Tony.
No, I think we covered everything. Are you on social media? Are you?
Yes.
We have your
So
website scrolling at the bottom.
yes, definitely follow us on Instagram at Premier Dental Spa, Facebook Premier Dental Spa. Our website is www.premierdentalspa.com. We have convenient booking where you can actually go online. You can book any of your dental services. You can book any of your facial services, your wax services. Everything is conveniently located online for us now. So if you're busy, if it's late at night and you're like, oh, I'm just getting off work at 5 and 6 o'clock, go ahead and go online. You can actually pick your date. You can pick your time. You can pick, your providers.
Technology.
You can select whatever hygienist you want to pick. And the same with our spa services. It'll tell you all of our spa services. You'll know how much everything is.
I was
So
just about to ask that. What's that price?
yes, there's no hidden fees. You'll know that before you get there. So we're trying to make everything very convenient. And I mean, as you know, being in the office, everything is touchless. So we send all your paperwork to you via your phone. You can submit everything before you get there. You can submit it on your cell phone, on your tablet, on your laptop, whatever you have. You don't have to do any contact with us except for walking in the door and sitting in the chair.
That's
Um,
good.
but yes, that's Premier Dental Spa. This is where we are now.
Well, that's cool. Well, Dr. Nels, we most definitely appreciate you. But before we wrap up, I want to get into things that's coming to Elevate by SJC. This segment is sponsored by Pretty Perfect Printing. If you need hats, billboards, if you need shirts, I don't know what all Pretty Perfect Printing do, Tony.
Some of everything. So whatever you need personalized, we do that.
Cups.
Oh, look at your hoodie. You got on a new hoodie.
Oh yeah, I got a hoodie from Pretty Perfect Printing. It's the Elevate hoodie. It's coming to my website soon, so you guys check it out. I'll post it later, but it's great. Pretty Perfect Printing did it for me. They're pretty good. They're pretty dope. So check them out on their Facebook page. Website coming hopefully this
Yeah.
weekend.
Oh, we're actually about to transition from doing so much customization to another avenue. So we'll announce that as soon as it happens.
Yeah, we're gonna highlight Dr.
We want to
Davis
help other
coming
crafters.
soon. Okay, we're not gonna tell our
Coming
secrets on
soon.
air. But any birthdays? You guys know anybody have a birthday? My cousin, I think her birthday's on the 31st. So Jessica Nieves, happy birthday
Oh, she's
to
a
you.
Halloween baby. Happy
She's a
birthday,
Halloween
Jessica.
baby. On November the 1st through November the 30th, I'll be celebrating my birthday all month long. So happy birthday to SJC. Anybody else know you have a
Um,
birthday coming up?
almost.
No birthdays? Y'all know nobody?
Nah.
Everybody cousin got a birthday every week.
No
But if
birthdays.
but if you do, but if you know anyone has a birthday, make sure you guys hit up Elevate by SJC on all social media platforms and also gmail.com. Any questions that you want SJC to answer on air, hit up all social media sites as well. We have some great episodes coming up. We have a very special celebrity coming. I can't say his name because it's gonna ruin everything, but he's coming soon. Gotta just fix a couple of things. Also, we have the HBCU Battle of the HBCUs coming soon. A&M, A&M,
You,
A&M.
yeah.
Woo! That boo, that boo, that. So we got that coming very soon. We have somebody special as well. So if you're a couple, you want to be on Elevate by SJC, Hit us up on all platforms. Also hit up Hot Wicks, hit up Premier Dental. Um, hit us all up. It's gonna be a great. We're all gonna elevate to
Okay.
something.
Okay. Yes.
What you say, Tanisha? What did you say? I think it broke up at the end. I still hear you. I guess it froze up. I'm not sure what happened. Can you hear us now?
Okay.
Oh, there we
I
go.
can hear
What'd you
you.
say? Okay, what'd you say
Oh, no,
now?
I didn't say anything. I didn't
I
say
thought you said
anything.
something about Tennessee State.
Oh, I'm always gonna say Tennessee State.
Now, Tennessee State is in Alaska, though. Don't send your kids to Alaska. Send them to Alabama A&M. But we're about to wrap up. Like, so we appreciate you, Dr. Daniels. I know I forgot to
You're
tell you,
welcome.
but
Thank you for having me.
oh, no problem. And so we do at the end. So we say elevation requires, and I say separation. So we're about to do that. I forgot to tell you at the beginning, but it's
Okay.
fine. So we're about to do it on 3, 2, 1. Elevation
Elevation.
requires
Separation.
peace. We're out.